Please contact the IT service desk before acquiring any of the recommended equipment in this video. Let's talk about light. Light is probably the most important thing we'll talk about today. We're going to cover natural lighting as well as some artificial lights you can buy to help expose your meeting correctly. Generally, the more light that hits whatever subject the camera is shooting, the better off we'll be. You can of course overexpose an image, but most of us in Zoom meetings have the opposite problem. It's not light enough. Light allows whatever camera you might be using to perform at its highest capacity, and it helps us pop out of an image. If used correctly, natural light is a great place to start. If you don't have anything but the sun, try and place yourself near a window in your house or apartment. You want to be facing directly towards the window. That said, if it's a bright day, you don't want to get too close as the brightness of the sun may blow everything out. So position yourself directly in front, a few feet away from the window. If you only have the option of natural light hitting you from either side, there's always the trick of using some tinfoil wrapped on a piece of cardboard to bounce the sunlight from the window back towards the darker side of your face. And this should result in the light being a little more even. One thing to mention here, and this goes for using natural light or artificial light, make sure you don't have a window as part of your background. That will result in the camera trying to expose for that window and leaving you very dark in the foreground. Let's move on to artificial light options. Again, there are many options here. We're going to go over just a couple. If you're looking for something a little more mobile that you can travel with, something like this could be a great option. This one in particular is called the Lume Cube. You can pick it up for just north of $100. It's compact, you can change the color temperature. Color temperature is measured in kelvins, and as a quick rule, 5500 is daylight and matches sunlight, and 3500 is more like your indoor lights or lamps. It's also on a dimmer, so you can make it brighter or less bright depending on what you want. There are two ways to mount it. It comes with a small tripod and also a suction cup that can be mounted onto your computer. The only con with this light really is that it is a small light source, and smaller light sources won't spread as evenly over your face and can seem a little harsh if used incorrectly. The next setup is a ring light. This is less portable, but is a bigger light source, so it's generally more flattering. There are many brands offering these online in different sizes. This one here is an 18-inch diameter light. You also have the ability to dim and change the color temperature here with these as well. Many of these ring lights also come with a phone mount, so you can place your phone in the middle and take your call that way. You don't have to use the full power of these lights, almost ever. These lights will probably be bright enough to make a difference at perhaps even something as small as 20% of full power. With both of these lights, in terms of positioning, you want them at eye level and directly behind your camera. And here are the two lighting options, a Lume Cube on the left, the ring light on the right. And you can see, again, they both do a pretty good job. As I said earlier, the Lume Cube just a little bit more harsh, isn't spread quite as evenly across the face, but does a good job. And then the ring light, just gives a little bit of a more even light to the whole face.